talk about what do we need to do in order to get the what? The results. That, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we are busy, but the question is, are we busy doing the right thing? Are we busy being productive? That's why they are saying that productivity versus busyness. Not business, but busyness. And ladies and gentlemen, they're saying that today we want to look at how do we turn effort into results. How do we convert the time we are putting in, the energy we are putting in, everything we are doing, how do we make sure that it converts or it turns into result? Very many times, ladies and gentlemen, I've met so many people along the way who come and tell you, Upline, I've done everything, I'm doing everything, but things don't seem to be working out. That's what today it's about. That's what today's training is about. It's talking to this person who's saying, I want to move from the position I'm in, I want to go to the next position or to the next level. So, ladies and gentlemen, they're saying that the illusion of being busy. They're saying, ladies and gentlemen, that many people work hard, but they don't move forward. They work hard, but they don't move forward. A few days ago, I was sharing with you, telling you that there is a video I came across, and this gentleman was saying that a breakthrough does not come because of the hard work you're putting in. 90% actually is the hard work. But he said 10% is actually what gives you the breakthrough, which is the resilience, which is the extra thing beyond what? The hard work you're putting in. Beyond the phone call, beyond the following up, beyond the normal way everyone else is doing it. And these are gentlemen that are saying that busyness creates the feeling of progress. That's why very many people come and say, I'm doing everything, but I'm not moving forward. Every day I'm at office, but I'm not doing what? I'm not getting results. Are we together? For one reason or the other, my business is not moving forward. Meaning that, yes, you are busy. But the question is, you are busy and you have a feeling of, I should be progressing. And they're saying that activity without results leads to frustration. And very many people, ladies and gentlemen, they have been coming every single day. And today they are not coming, and you wonder, what happened to this person who was so committed? What happened to this person who was in the morning cell every day? What happened to this person who was actually every other day seated in a certain corner making invitations? All together. And ladies and gentlemen, they are saying that not all movement is progress. Not all movement is progress. Ladies and gentlemen, results, not effort, define success. So today, ladies and gentlemen, listen attentively. Maybe you could find the missing piece in your hard work. You could find the missing piece in your movement. You could find, ladies and gentlemen, why is it that you are available every day, you seem to be engaged, but things are not going your way? Ladies and gentlemen, they are saying that, what is activity? What is activity? Activity, that's being active, occupied, or constantly engaged. And they're saying it includes making phone calls, attending meetings. When Upline says there is a meeting, you never miss any meeting. When they say we are going to invite, you are always available in the circle to make the phone calls. And then you are even posting on your social media. There are very many, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think that it's Juma, it's maybe Zaki or Mulindwa who are only posting. I believe almost everyone is either posting on Facebook, others on TikTok, others on Instagram, others on Snapchat, but everyone, somehow, somewhere, there is something you're doing, are we together, to get a result. But why is it that you're not getting them? Is what we are answering today. And ladies and gentlemen, activity is often reactive instead of intentional. It is most times reactive. What do they mean by reactive? Most of us act because you saw a poster. Most of us act because you were motivated. Most of us act because upline called, because upline reminded you. That most of us, ladies and gentlemen, we are engaged, we are busy, not because that is our intention, but because, ladies and gentlemen, we are reacting towards a certain circumstance, or some of us are working because of a current challenge or circumstance we are in right now. Not so. Maybe most of us today have showed up because we want money to pay a certain bill. That's why you showed up today. Are we together? But ladies and gentlemen, they are saying that you are just reacting, but it was not intentional. You are doing something because, ladies and gentlemen, something has forced you to do it. Meaning that should that circumstance change for one reason or the other, do you work again? No. You'll be available, but not doing anything. Why? You have not got the force. You've not got the hunger. You've not got the anger to push you to act. You've not got someone to push you to do something. And ladies and gentlemen, it's easy to measure, but very hard to evaluate. Activity is easy to measure. I can tell the number of phone calls I've made. I can say I was available. I can say I come for the morning training. But the question is, can you attach result to whatever you've been doing? Is the question. And ladies and gentlemen, it can even exist without growth. I can be busy, I can be doing activity, but when in reality, I'm not growing, I'm not changing in any way. That's why you'll find that someone has been in the business 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, but then you find that they cannot do the activities by themselves. There are so many questions they cannot answer by themselves. But they are 1 year, they are 2 years, they are 3 years in network marketing, but there's no growth taking place. Why? They are present in the industry, they are present in the business, because, ladies and gentlemen, there is someone behind them who is pushing them. They are available because they are reacting towards something, but they are not available because they want to, them as people. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about what is productivity. What is the difference between productivity and activity? What creates the difference between, ladies and gentlemen, the ones who are getting the results and those who are not getting the results? The ones who are progressing and the ones who are not progressing, but you are all equally working hard. How many of us have even seen people who seem not to be the hardest workers like you, but they are making more money than you for one reason or the other? You've seen someone, he's having more guests in the house than you, but you seem to be doing more invitations than them. Ladies and gentlemen, it comes to this part of the training, that productivity is doing the right activities. Doing the right activities. Ladies and gentlemen, most of us are busy in the training hall, but most of us are not doing the what? The right activities. And they're saying we are focused on outcomes, not the effort we are putting in. Productivity is looking at the energy I'm putting in. The energy I'm putting in. Am I doing enough of the activities? Is what actually this point number 2 is talking about. That the effort I'm putting in, is it enough to get me the result that I desire? That's productivity. Activity is, I've done something, I've made a phone call. When you make one phone call, you have taken action, not so? When you make 3 phone calls, you've taken action. But ladies and gentlemen, get it from me.